Ho, ho, ho! Merry Sexmas, Cinema Peeps!
Hey, hey!
All right. Fuck. I already picked up a pen and started clicking it. Can't be doing that shit.
Oh, you know what? I just realized, too. We didn't clap again. We gotta clap.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, good call. All right, let's restart. All right.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay, you go first. You go first. We've been doing this for too long.
Oh, boy. It's that time of year again. We just want to curl up next to the fire with some blankies, watching whatever your favorite Christmas movie is, Die Hard, whatever it is.
Oh, Love Actually, yeah, whatever it is.
Holy ball. Hello, Cinema Peeps.
Hey, Cinema Peeps.
We're nailing this. We got this.
Anyways, happy holidays, everybody.
Yay.
Yay. Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. We're all festive. Oops.
Okay, my festive monstera.
Hell yeah. I'm surprised. This is like definitely going to bother me throughout the entire episode, but like I want it to stay right here. So there we go. We got our sweaters on.
Heck yeah, I've got a nice cozy flannel.
Yeah, and it's green.
Yeah, it's green. It works.
So it works.
Yours is way more festive, but you know what? It works.
Green is festive.
Yep.
It works.
Yep. You can't be yawning yet. We haven't even started.
I know. It's the cold weather. I'm so cold. I'm surprised my
Right?
cheeks aren't as red as they are.
Oh yeah, well you
I
just got
was-
back from a walk, so yeah.
Yeah, and it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah.
Now that the Christmassy season is,
Upon us.
upon us, there
Yep.
we go. Hallmark, baby.
Heck yeah, the moment you've all been waiting for, or not.
They've been pushing them out since like mid-November.
Oh my god, I feel like even earlier than that, because like, or do they just do the reruns for the Christmas in July segment?
They do, yes.
Okay.
The rerun's there. And I guess to be fair, they did air I don't know if it was the first one, but the Katie Sackhoff one, the Christmas sale, not snail.
Oh,
that I was
the
calling
snail.
it aired on Halloween.
Really?
So,
Wow.
mhm. I remember because she was doing a lot of Instagram posts about it.
Oh, interesting.
That might be the earliest, but
Wow.
I don't know.
Why don't they do Hallmark Halloween movies? I feel like they're missing out on an opportunity there. That would be some good ones.
I feel that might be a hard line to balance. Just because I feel like Halloween's more associated with spooks. Like, to me, the Halloween stuff is like, you want to go for those old kid cartoons.
True.
Because it got the mix of, like, spooky, but then it's like, it's all great. You know?
Yes.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. You know, or you go down the horror route with blood and gore.
Yeah.
And Hallmark just doesn't have that, like...
Right, I
you
guess, yeah. Because they're leading towards too kid-friendly, or... Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough,
Whereas
fair enough.
Christmas is that perfect mix of, like, being very sentimental, you know, wrap up of the year. Like,
Yeah.
that's where their bread and butter is. You
Gotcha.
know?
Yeah.
That's probably
Although-
why they have not ventured.
I was gonna say, didn't they start doing, like, Easter, like, spring films almost, too, like, last year?
Yeah.
I swear there was a segment where it was just, like, spring-related Hallmark films. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, no, we're already, like, moving on from Christmas? Like, what?
Spring into the spring with these Hallmark yawning classics. 'Cause
Wow.
that's how good they are.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh my god. Anywho, I still have not watched the amount that I wish I could have watched.
Oh?
But to be fair, I have been saving a couple because our drunk escapade is coming up this
Ah,
weekend.
yes. Fair
So
enough,
there's a couple
yes.
I haven't watched. But I did watch, was it A Kiss Before Christmas?
Okay.
And, A Very Merry Bridesmaid. And a little bit of Open Before Christmas. Which so far is just not satisfying me. so
No?
far.
Have you watched Next Stop Christmas yet?
No! Because that's the one I want to watch with my mommy.
Ah, okay.
So so we were setting up our Christmas tree. So I was trying to make her watch the was it My Family Christmas Tree with the genealogy, because she's
Okay.
really big into that.
Yeah, yeah.
And DNA and ancestry and all that. And it's all about a girl who finds her long lost father through their version of Ancestry DNA website, 23andMe or whatever.
Yeah.
And she joins them for the holidays for Christmas and blah blah blah. And we only got like 15 minutes in, and my mom was like, okay, maybe we should watch this while sitting down because we keep missing parts. And I was like, I got her. She wants to watch it.
Right? It's funny too. I was just made me thinking, like, me and my mom will watch a few, or I've watched a few like myself this year for sure. But there's been a couple that my dad's actually like sat down and watched too. So I'm like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Just bring them on in.
Bring everybody in, yeah.
Bring them. Soak up that.
They get you. They do. If it's good enough, they'll get you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I also watched A Nashville Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
And kind of like watching on and off because I was baking cookies was the Sister Swap Homestead Christmas or something.
Oh yeah, the one with the real life sisters or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of them is the girl who was the Never Kiss the Man in the Christmas one.
Yeah. She's like one of the Christmas queens or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, right? I just like, I was very confused because there was the Christmas Switch movie with Candace or whatever.
Yep.
Where she played herself as twins and they swap locations. So I thought this was the same premise, but no. This one is opening up to the Hallmark Christmas cinematic universe and that there are two separate films. They're not swapping because of like, oh, we'll pretend we're the other person. They just swap. So the one we watched was the one sister from the city goes home to restore the movie theater that's being torn down.
Okay.
It's owned by her uncle. And then I think this weekend is the other movie where the other sister goes to the city and works at her other sister's restaurant at a Christmas party. So they happen simultaneously because I was very confused like watching it because like we were, I don't know, 40 minutes in and I was like, we have not checked in on sister number 2 or 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why, because there's a whole nother movie where you have to find out what she was doing behind the scenes.
Wow. So like when they both air, is there like that thing where they tell you like, if you play them at the exact same time and watch them on 2 separate screens, you'll get like the full experience or whatever.
Right? I mean, maybe. Like she comes in once or twice and I think she drops story hints being like, oh no, we lost the head chef. And I'm like, that seems like a pretty big thing to happen.
Okay, interesting.
So we'll find out why in Sister Swap Christmas in the City, I think it's called, or some fucking bullshit.
I'm intrigued now. I think I might have to watch these.
It was so weird. I was just like, and I was like, oh, that's what's happening. But yeah, I don't know. Christmas Swap. I watched a little bit because it was like restoring a movie theater. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was just kind of like, this is weird. Because that movie had like a lot of moments where characters, like, there were just scenes where they're just like, and then it goes the other character, I know. He's so sad. And it goes the other character, they're like, ooh. And I'm like, this is a lot of like, Like, what is it called? Emotionally fishing? I don't know what it's called. Because it's clearly like there are these weird scenes where they're just like, here's your time to cry. And I'm like, this is weird. Don't tell me when to cry in a Hallmark film. How dare you?
Interesting.
So that was a little like slightly off-putting.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was all right.
Interesting.
Like, maybe I'll watch it again once the City Swap Sister and the City is out, or City Swap, whatever bullshit. The expanded Hallmark universe, but, till then it was just like, all right. It was all right.
It's all right. Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I liked, what was it? The Kiss Before Christmas. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Because that was the big deal, because it had Terry Hatcher and James, I want to call him James Dean, but that's not his name.
Definitely
Dean.
not. No,
James Dean or something?
So, yeah, I think so. I think I know what you're talking about. The one where he goes back in time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of what he did, he changed his, like, destiny in some way. And so now he's got to figure out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, very cheesy, very basic, but fuck, I ate that premise up like nobody's business. I was there for it.
Excellent.
And when he found his family again, I was like, yes.
Yay.
So that one I'd recommend to watch.
Okay, I'll put that one down on my list.
Cheesy, but, feel good.
Yeah, excellent.
Cheesy, feel good.
I'm here for it.
Because, I think they make a big deal of it because Terry Hatcher and this other guy, who I keep calling James Dean, is not James Dean. they were on Desperate Housewives.
Oh,
so they
right.
were, like, one of the big it couples on Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, they do have a lot of good chemistry because obviously they have history. So.
Yeah.
Which makes the movie, like, very enjoyable. They also talk about, like, parallel universes because he's trying to convince his wife.
Yeah.
And this other universe, and it's just really funny.
Nice.
I think they play into it the right amount, so it all works out.
Nice. That's good. That's awesome. I watched Christmas in Evergreen again. I haven't seen it in a few years, and it's one of those films where I remember it being better than it actually was.
Yeah.
But the thing is I also recognize the lead male in it is the guy who plays, like, Jay Garrick Zoom in season 2 of Flash.
Oh.
So the entire time I'm just like, ugh. Like, I'm just like, I don't like you. So I think that's what ruined it for me. I'm just like, you're not a Hallmark dude material. Like, get out of here. Yeah.
Right? There's a certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
You need for Hallmark films. Some people got it. Some people don't.
No, exactly.
I've definitely seen a couple other Flash villains and stuff and Arrow villains, and I'm just like,
yeah, and you're just like,
what are you doing here?
Right? Although Danielle Pennebaker did good in the one that she starred in, The Christmas Joy.
I remember that being all right.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't like anything fabulous, but it was sweet. I liked it. It was cute.
I just remember the scene where I guess she fell asleep and the freezer door was open, so it destroys all the cookies.
Yeah, and she has to redo everything. Yeah.
And I was just like, that was pretty lame. But I was like, whatever.
Or when he, like, breaks the ornament that she, like, got from her mom who's passed away. I'm like, you're keeping real calm and collected through this. Like, after all the big deal you made about that ornament. Like, okay.
Dead mom or new hot boyfriend. I mean,
yeah.
Oof. Hard to pick.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I watched a Mary Berry Bridesmaid. Mary Bridesmaid. There we go. Mary. Starring Miss Emily Olsen.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, yeah? Is this, what's her face from Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily Osment? Yeah.
Lily What's Her Nuts?
Yeah.
And that one actually was okay. I don't know, kind of skeptical because a lot of the previews were all like, she's turning 30 and she's alone? Aw. And it's her birthday at her brother's wedding on Christmas. And I was like, I don't like where this is going or insinuating. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot less preachier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, well, that's good.
And it was like a sweet story. So I was like, all right, not too bad. Although, like, the opposite male lead, an attractive fella, I was just very bored looking at his face. Like, you could be good looking, but, like, you gotta have, like, charisma, you know? Like, yes, like, you could be good looking all day and night, but if you have, like, zero charisma, like, I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, homeboy. Like, I don't care. Like, anytime there was any kind of emotion, it was like, and I was like, did your face even move, sir? Like, what the... I feel like Emily, like, held that movie on her back.
Yeah.
Or at least, sorry, not the whole movie, but more of this relationship to be invested in. Like, she was the one pulling the weight on that.
Oh, really?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, not as preachy as I thought it was. Yeah, it was all right. It was cute. Seal of approval.
There, that's good.
Seal of approval. But what's the other one? Yeah, the other one I haven't quite finished yet is Open by Christmas. Because I was, like, real excited for this premise. Who's the chick in it? Allison What's-Her-Nuts. She does the Murder, She Baked. She's the blonde. I think she was the host of The Fattest Losers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was a strange ship to jump from, but you know what? Whatever works.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, the premise sounds so much fun. It's like she finds this Christmas letter back from, like, high school, and she has to figure out who sent it to her. So there's two guys.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a mystery, and I was like, hell yeah. But, like, I'm, like, 30 minutes in, and I'm, like, real depressed. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this would be, like, a fun shenanigans type deal. Nah.
Oh.
Nah. So, I don't know. Like, I'm going to try to finish it, but I'm, like, a little disappointed right now. I'm just like, this seems so fun in the trailer. And I'm just like, what?
Oh, no.
Again, a lot of bashing of like, I guess in high school she was a nerd. And it was just like, of course no one wanted to talk to me. I was such a nerd. And I was like, all right, I take a lot of offense to that. I'm like, yeah, there's a line in the Christmas letter that she finds, something about how her smile lit up her room or some bullshit. And then like she starts crying. She goes, I just wish I smiled more. I was just so serious and such a nerd going to nerd math things. And I was like, huh? I was like, bitch, what? And again, this is the one where the friend, she has a son, and I guess her new boyfriend, and he's going to surprise her because he bought her dream home for Christmas. But she, what are words? But she's just feeling that she's being left out because, you know, her new boyfriend and her son seem to be getting along well, but they're not including her because it's a surprise.
Oh.
And she's like, I just feel left out, you know, ever since my other husband abandoned me. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is happening?
What is going on?
For some Christmas shindigs. And so far we're just like, let's cry over everything.
Very dramatic.
Right. And I was just looking for a fun time. You know, I thought this was the nice mix, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's a fun Christmas shenanigans. It's a mystery. So, like, I'm always on board regardless. But nope. Cry. So we'll have to see. Like I said, I'll try to finish it, but.
Oh, well.
Kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, if you want a good one that's, like, equally cheesy and equally sweet, I don't know if you've ever seen it before. I think I probably mentioned it a little bit to you before, but it's called 5-Star Christmas. But no, 5-Star Christmas is a good one. It's equally corny and sweet at the same time. It's about a girl who comes home for Christmas to spend it with her family, and her dad has turned their family home into an Airbnb, essentially, or like an inn or whatever. And so the whole family comes home and is upset that he did this, but because, you know, he's an empty nester and he just felt like he didn't have a purpose anymore. So he wanted to turn the home into an inn and have like people in the house again and like have a like purpose for doing things. So the whole family's still a little upset about the whole thing. There's a premise that kind of like ties into the end, but on top of that, there's this like anonymous critic or whatever who goes around and like rates all of the inns around the area, and so like she'll be the one who like makes or breaks your business depending on like the review she leaves, right? So like they're trying to figure out who this lady is and like impress her with the inn and stuff like that. So they think they know who she is because like some lady comes and stuff like that, so they think it's her and they're trying to like impress her and stuff like that. So half the family pretends to be like staff and the other half pretends to be like guests and stuff like that. But they make the grandpa like the maintenance guy, like the every handy guy or whatever. So like every time something breaks, he's like, oh yeah, someone should fix that. Like it's so funny.
Not me, not handyman, me.
Yeah, it's really funny. So if you want something cheesy to watch, I highly recommend it. It's good.
All right. Yeah, on demand. I think they have almost 100 or 200 Christmas movies on demand.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've seen it on there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because boy, oh boy, they got a lot. I mean, it was weird because it seemed like they didn't have a whole lot, and now I think maybe because they're airing the new ones a week later now, they're showing up on there. So
yeah,
boom, 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 boom.
So much to watch. Yep.
And they're still airing more.
Yep. Oh man, I really want to know what you think of Next Stop Christmas. So when you watch it, you have to let me know what you think of it.
Oh hell yeah! Like I said, I'm gonna have to try to get my mom down. We're gonna watch that one and then the Christmas Family Tree one.
Nice.
That is the goal. That is the dream. But we'll see how it goes. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see. Because yeah, there's still, like I said, there's still a couple more I gotta watch, and then I gotta watch the classics. You know, the Grinch. We watched a little bit of the Grinch when we were putting up our tree.
Oh yeah.
Just the classic Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, they're showing Elf in the movie theaters, so I'm kind of like, should I go see Elf in the movie theaters? I've already watched both Home Alones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new Home Alone on Disney Plus?
No, it doesn't count. If it's not Macaulay Culkin, I have no interest.
I was gonna say the reviews for it are very mixed.
Yeah, I bet. I did watch though on Amazon Prime. They have the Nutcracker which Macaulay Culkin is also in, as like when he's like 14 or 13 years old or whatever, like full on ballet doing the whole thing. So I was like, that kid can do anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was meant to watch what was it? The Nutcracker of the Four Realms or something?
Yeah, I did watch that one. It's okay.
I heard, my friend said it was trash.
Yeah, it's like a very, very like if you took the whole story of the Nutcracker and like cut it in half and then cut that in half, that's basically the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess to be fair, I don't know the full Nutcracker story. I think I've watched 500 iterations of it.
Oh yeah.
I think we have the Barbie version.
Oh yeah, the Barbie version.
I think I watched a VeggieTales one. Like,
yeah, there's another one too. It's not like the VeggieTales, but it is still like vegetables and fruit and food that are the characters doing. I can't remember what it's called, but I used to watch that one all the time too.
Yeah. I think was it the Barbie Nutcracker? I think I watched that a couple years ago. And I was like, oh my god, this is the strangest fever dream I've ever witnessed. Like, the animation is so rough, and you're like, oh.
That was like, I think that was the very first ever like Barbie film they made.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I'm just like shitting on it. I'm like, wow, fucking trash. God damn. We always watch, what is it? A Mole's Christmas. And I don't know if that has like a bigger universe or if it's part of a TV series, but it's just Mole and Rat just on an adventure. And they go to Mole's old house, and then these little carolers, these little mice come, and then they make them food and stuff, and that's the whole thing.
How sweet.
And there's some weasels in there, but like, I don't know if it connects to anything bigger. And then we have a lot of like really old cartoons that aired on like BBC and stuff like, or not BBC, CBC and all that.
Yeah.
And again, they're all like weird ass fever dreams. Like, I don't know where you would find any of these anymore.
Yeah.
Like I found like Frosty the Snowman and stuff on like DVD.
Yeah.
Because
all like the stop motion animation ones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of those are pretty easy to find, but like some of these I'm like, I don't even know where you would find them.
Oh, I know. There was one actually, they just brought it back on Disney Plus, and I didn't realize it was a short. But like when I was 3 or 4 or whatever, there was one that they would play, we'd rent it from the library all the time, called Small One. And it was about a donkey, and he was the donkey that ends up like taking Mary and Joseph to the manger, like with baby Jesus and stuff like that. But the premise is that this little boy has Small One, the donkey, and he's trying to like sell him for money and stuff like that. And it's such a cute little film, and I loved it as a kid, and then could never find it ever after that. And they finally put it back on Disney Plus, so I watched it last year. It was nice.
Yeah, I think we have that on VHS actually.
Oh, do you? Nice.
If memory serves me right.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, right. Again, I don't know what it's called. I just remember because it's about this. It's like so depressing. Like anytime like we'd watch them on our tapes, we would almost skip over it. Just
oh really?
It was so sad. Like the animation's very nice, but oh my god, it's depressing. It's about this little boy who goes to heaven, and it's him like finding a way to fit in heaven. And this boy's like 5 years old, and all these other angels are like so much older. And then it's supposed to... The timeline's a little confusing to me. So, like...
Oh, wait, isn't it called The Littlest Angel?
Yeah!
Yeah,
Littlest fucking depression you ever have.
Oh, no.
And, like, because the whole premise is, like, God's son, Jesus, is going down to Earth, so he's like, everyone bring them presents. And so the angels are like, oh, I made all of this. And then... the little boy's like, I have this little box, and all the angels make fun of him. And they're like, wow. They're all like snobs. I'm like, all these angels are fucking snobs. And God's like, I like this gift. It's very nice. I'll give it to my son. And it's like really depressing. And he's like, I wish I was with my dog and my family. And you're like, what? But yeah, we religiously always would skip that one because it's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I get that the holidays are sometimes very difficult, and it's okay to be sad, but, like, holy ballsack, I'm not ready to be that sad.
Right? like
oh my god.
I don't want to be super sad on Christmas. I get the lessons and stuff like that, and just, like, the reminders and everything, but,
Right? I don't mind a little. You can mix a little bit of sadness, a little bit.
Yeah.
But for me, you gotta mix a lot of that sentimental, a little bit of sad, and then you put in the little, and then you mix in a little cheese, and then mwah,
right?
In the oven, it's good to go.
Perfect combination. Yeah, I couldn't watch Miracle on 34th Street as a kid, or is it, I think, The Year Without a Santa Claus, just because I used to get upset seeing Santa in jail, and then I used to get upset watching Santa cry in the other one too, so I just hated watching those two as a kid.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Although, man, speaking of the stop motion animated ones, I don't know how many years ago now, but my mom found a bunch of them on VHS. So,
oh, really?
So there's the one where it was like, you know, you got the classic one, Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer. Then there was one where it's like how they find Santa Claus. And like the origin story of Santa Claus.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know, whatever it is. And then I think there's the one with The Year Without a Santa Claus, but I didn't watch that one. But the one that I'm thinking right now, I can't remember what it's called, but supposedly it happens right after the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where Rudolph has to find the New Year's baby, and then he travels to different islands and different timelines. And it is a fever dream for the ages. Like, you put this shit on and you're like, I'm sorry, did I just eat a pop brownie? What the fuck's going on? He goes to like the prehistoric era. There's also an evil pterodactyl trying to take it's an evil eagle, a giant eagle trying to steal the baby. But then they go to like dinosaur era, and then they fucking go to like a fairy tale one, knights, and I just was oh boy. It is. I'll have to figure out what it's called. But yeah, it's like, or maybe it's like Rudolph's New Year's Adventure or some fucking bullshit.
Huh. Makes you wonder some of the things we watched as a kid.
Right? Again, speaking of like, wow, I thought this was a lot better than it actually was. And sometimes you rewatch and you're like, what is this fever dream? What is this? There's also another animated one we have where it's like Santa Claus. Again, another origin story of Santa Claus where he's like in the woods by himself. And the elves are like this big.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, again, that I didn't like the way they drew those little elves. It was very creepy. The one had like a weird lip. I didn't like it. And then like there's an evil pig, and the evil pig kills him, and then they're all crying.
Yeah.
This angel just comes and is like, resurrected, motherfucker!
Yeah, woo! I totally remember that one. Yeah, I remember that.
I get a fever dream of like so weird.
It's so weird, yeah.
Like, any origin story of Santa Claus is just bizarre.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, they try their best, but some of them just go off the railings, and you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But I think on that note, I guess it's time to wrap up like a Christmas present.
Aha! Yep.
Nailed it, boys and girls. Nailed it. But I think this is going to be our last one for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think so.
See, we planned, guys. We planned real good. We planned real good. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed us talking about all Hallmark Christmas films. Leave some suggestions in the comments. I would love to watch some more.
Yes, if you have any recommendations, let us know.
But, yeah, I hope you all have a happy holidays. Thank you for another wonderful year. And we'll come back sometime in the new year. We don't know when, because we planned real good. We planned real good. But yeah, if you liked it, like the video, that'd be much appreciated. Please subscribe so then in the new year you can catch more of us being ourselves.
Heck yeah.
But yes, happy holidays. Watch all the content. And yeah,
we'll see you in the new year.
Fuck yeah.
Bye, Cinema Peeps. Monkey. And slap!
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.